Hello there. I just want you to have a look at our odd skies, odd to say the least. A sun that fails to present itself through the thick clouds that are falsified by human ingenuity, to put it complicatedly. Now look, I've made videos on this before. These are my wind breeds, by the way. These are a rare breed. I know I may be hit in the comments if this gains any traction and popularity, that it's just hot engine combustion meeting freezing cold air, creating ice particulates 30,000 feet, or horse flies, or the sort of basic science behind contrails. Now, with the lack of trust in, say, media, lack of trust in, say, governmental bodies, in, say, country leaders, more like bleeders, I want to ask yourself if that is normal. I believe today that this was supposed to be a blue sky. Now, I don't like to wind myself up about it. I don't like to cause upheaval. But when you look at that, look at it. Now, Luca, just get over it. It's just the clouds. Don't pay attention to it. Why would they do that? Because, look, from my personal research and from my, I have sanity, I have pragmatic thinking, and I'm an intelligent individual. And yes, I have a conspiratorial side of myself. However, the logical side of myself speaks louder than that voice that will breed conspiracy notions. Now, when I see all of this, and I think it's so ugly. Firstly, it's so ugly. Let me be clear. A blue sky is an antidepressant along with nature and natural surroundings. Blue sky is a relaxant, something that promotes positive chemicals to flow within the body. Now, on a grey day, on a grey week, you will feel lower, simply because the climate isn't adhering to your potential need for a blue sky. However, when the sky does become blue, this then appears. These then appear. And now I'm not one to conspire. In fact, I'm certainly one to conspire. However, I'm not one to hitch onto the next bandwagon trend of thinking. Firstly, I hate them because they are ugly. They are false clouds. They're not supposed to be there. They're human-made. I'm tired of human intervention, human ingenuity, tired of human involvement in the natural world, because there's not much of it that we have left, untouched at least. So I plead you to ask yourself, next time you look up in the sky, or you want to go to the sun to bathe in it, or to increase consciousness, or to just wake up in the morning, and there is clouds blocking that sacred light and energy source, I want to ask you, is that normal? Is that what they tell you it is? They're contrails. They're harmless. Firstly, they're not just contrails. It's not just particles of ice. It's jet fuel. And I don't like the idea of that. And, we want children. And I don't want my children to be breathing that in, personally. And if you can listen closely, I have somewhat quite severe asthmatic symptoms. Now, I lived in London for a long time, quite very industrial city, however cleaner in more recent years. But I wonder how this will affect my breathing and our breathing. Ooh, pay attention. Just a thought, man. Thanks for tuning in for a 5-minute rant. Because I don't like to be negative. However, I do want to make a change. Now, just a quick dip of information. When you have nettles, if you are starving, firstly, pick berries. But secondly, there are these little nettle flowers, which are edible and are without stings, needles. And they've got quite a distinct flavour. If you've had nettles before, they definitely taste like nettles. And yeah, they're delicious and nutritious. Take it easy, man.